What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle for the next episode of Alien Isolation. I think we were going back at this point. I was going to duck back down into the sub-corridor because there is a point of interest flagged up down there now that we've turned the lights and the power back on. So I think we might be able to collect some form of loot from down here. Maybe an extra little, I don't know. Maybe an extra little dot in our punctuation kit. So I think that that's probably going to be a smart thing to do, based on the way the game has been shaping out thus far. Where was this point of interest at? It's actually right here in front of us. So what's the point of interest? Maybe it's on the other side of the wall. Alright, let's go find this point of interest, because obviously the game has taken the time to flag it up for us, and so if it's interesting, I kind of want to go and gaze at it. I'm not going to look at it weirdly, though. I've learned that lesson. You can't stare at things weirdly, otherwise people have the tendency to call security on you, and then you're just like, ugh, what is this? Oh. Really? If this does what I think it's gonna do. Okay, so that was a giant throbbing waste of time. Let's go back upstairs. I apologize, Nerd Castle, but I'm trying to be as formulaic as possible while we play this. I don't want to miss anything because I've been excited about this for the long time. For a long time. The long time? That seems like a weird way to phrase things. I've been excited about this for a really, really long time, and so I want to give it the care and consideration that I would give it if I was playing by myself in my own free time. And so seeing as you are all along for the ride, I apologize if this sometimes makes my playthrough seem a little bit plodding or not quite as interesting as one of the others you might be able to see on YouTube. But I promise there's a certain method to my madness, or at least that's what I've convinced myself at this point, and so I just don't think about it anymore. On the downside, it's like 106 degrees right now in the room that I'm recording, so I hope that wherever you're at, you have fairer weather than we're having right now. The weather being very, very unfair. It is cheating like a dirty bastard at the moment. It's got cards up of its sleeve and all kinds of stuff, and it is hot as hell. And it's this hot at like 11 o'clock at night, so you can believe it's been hot during the day. So hopefully wherever you're at, it's a little bit fair. I think the next thing that we want to take a look at, I've taken a decent look at the map in between episodes. I'm going to try and save in between every episode as well, just in case. I'm always nervous when I record games like this where they have large seamless areas where you just flow in between one and the next, because I've lost saves before in my previous LPs, and it makes me very, very sad when I lose things. So I'm still carrying around a syringe, aren't I? Ooh, air hockey? What? A flare, okay. Don't know what that would be doing on top of an air hockey table, but I'll take it for now. Can I take the paddles? No. Air hockey's my jam. I love air hockey. Air hockey and billiards. I'm not very good at it. I don't know. I had a pool table for a while in the place that I was living, and I played quite a bit, but it still doesn't seem to help very much. I'm still quite bad at pool. Do I have a... Or is that a... I don't think that's one of the watches like Dick Tracy has. I said that in the previous episode. I think actually what we've got right here is it appears to be some kind of heart monitor, like one of those Livestrong things. Oh my god. Can I play arcade games? I miss arcades so much. I cannot tell you all how much I miss arcades. Arcades are... They are a lost... I don't even know. You can't call them a lost art. It's almost like a lost culture. Because when you used to go to the arcades in the late 80s, middle 80s, early 90s, at least for me, since that was my time period, when you would go to the arcade, there was etiquette that you had to adhere to. Like, people lined up their quarters on the machine, and like nobody took the quarters off the machine. They just left them right there. It was just kind of player's honor and so forth. There's just all these little rules. For example, there were certain people at the place, like, they had a couple of pinball machines at the one that I went to, and it was just well known that there were certain kids that were like the shit at playing AC/DC pinball or playing Kiss pinball or whatever. And so if they, oh, we need an ion torch. I'm willing to bet that the ion torch is more than likely gonna be, it's sort of like, what am I thinking of right now? I'm thinking of System Shock 2. In System Shock 2, I seem to remember there were doors that you could only open if you had a special thing, and they were consumables, and so you had to sort of ration yourself out and figure out what doors you wanted to open, and sometimes you wasted a key and there was nothing behind them and you just felt like an idiot. I hope that I don't have to feel like an idiot throughout the breadth of this playthrough, but it might happen. It wouldn't be outside the ordinary. I do feel quite buffoonish a lot of the time, and I do tell people, when people ask what I do for a living, I tell them I am a professional buffoon. That is what I do on the internet. I make jokeses and I dance around and I am the court jester. They may not be sophisticated jokes, but I've yet to find anyone that finds Jingle Bells not to be funny in the proper setting. A Jingle Bell hat. So where do we go now? What did this accomplish for us? Is that door open? No, that one's still red. Oh, it opened this right here. Okay. Sounds like we have a kitchenware-related rebellion going on in here. Welder's mask. A wrench, spanner. What's the difference between just like a wrench and a spanner? I've never asked that question on the channel, but I've always wondered why some wrenches are designated as spanners and other ones people just call them like wrenches. Like, are they the same thing? Are those things synonymous? Crayons, yeah! This party just got fun. I'm gonna make me some artwork.
Today's update. After numerous demands, Marshal Waits finally called a public meeting to address the rumors that have been circulating on Sevastopol. But instead of the answers we wanted, he continued to be evasive, and after only a few minutes, he and his team were pelted by projectiles from an angry crowd. A gun was fired, there was panic, and now Waits and what's left of his team are forcibly ejecting us from the terminal. Feels like we're on our own now.
Yeah, I guess so. Well then, I'm gonna try, I keep forgetting, I need to turn on the subtitles so that those of you that have trouble hearing, or so those of you that can't pick it up, because I may have to, I always mess with the audio when I record these, and so I'm gonna try and make them loud enough. But let me go ahead. I hate doing this in the middle of an episode, I really sincerely do, but I keep telling myself that I'm going to do this, and unfortunately I keep forgetting, so I just need to do it. It's due to the fact that it's like ridiculously late at night right now, and I'm more prone to mistakes late at night. I don't actually see, is it under audio? There we go. There we are. All better. And so now, those of you that might not be able to hear the dialogue will be able to hear it. I meant to do that off camera. It's tremendously unprofessional of me to do that on camera, and I apologize, but I try not to do things like that because I don't know, it's embarrassing. Pulling the plug. Zoe, I'm sorry, but I won't need you to come in next week. As you know, the store's been in trouble for some time now, and I couldn't hold off the creditors any longer. There's just no one coming to Sevastopol anymore. It's not just us either. It sounds like the whole station is in the red, and they're pulling the plug. I'm gonna sell it off for scrap, I guess. I was speaking to one of the engineers, and he reckons they'll announce it soon. I'm telling you this so that you don't stick around looking for another job. Sevastopol's finished. It's time to move on. Harper. Alright. To all spaceflight terminal employees, in the interest of public safety and the prevention of panic, it must be made clear to all potential passengers that there are currently no scheduled flights leaving Sevastopol, nor ships available. The Colonial Marshals are investigating problems on station and will update accordingly. From the Office of Marshal Waits. What is Apollo? Apollo is the central AI that monitors and provides guidance for all the Sikhs and working Joes on Sevastopol. Apollo also oversees all communications on the station, so wherever you are, you'll know that you're in safe hands. Sikhs and tomorrow together. Yay, promotional propaganda. Who doesn't love a good little bit of promotional propaganda every now and again? I know that I do. Oh, we can save again. Well, why not? I'm sure they're suggesting something right now by making this available. Do I want to overwrite? You bet your sweet ass I do. Does a bear frolic throughout the woods? I think that they do. I've seen bears frolic before, especially black bears. They seem to be the happiest and most jovial of bears. Let me do one more pass around the room. Let me do one more pass. I'm gonna do this silently because I found that I play video games better if I shut the hell up. And so that's what I'm gonna do. Yep, nothing here. Alright. Opening the vent. There was nowhere else I could go on this floor, right? Yeah, because that was the pool hall area. That was locked, and there's items inside of it, but we can't get in there until we have an ion torch. Wasn't there another ion torch door around somewhere? Or was that the one that I already looked at? I'm having trouble now. I'm having trouble now remembering. My memory is... If you're new to the Nerd Castle, believe me, you will grind your teeth at me eventually. My memory is horrifically bad. Alright, everyone. Cling tenaciously to the ventilation shaft. Let it be your guide. Grip it. Grip the ventilation shaft. Nope. Oh, why are we doing this right now? We know that little girl in Alien lived like forever by just staying in the vent. Spoiler alert. So, I think if you haven't seen Alien by this point, I just have to assume you're probably not going to see it. But I think that would be a pretty good indicator to me that we should just stay inside the vents. At least until we know that the aliens are going to join us down in here. Until then, it seems like a good plan to just not be outside the vent. Looks like we're in yet another baggage terminal. How many baggage terminals do you need on one ship? People are litter bugs, but then again, it is the 80s. I remember back in the day, people used to litter all the time. Like, I remember that was a thing. Like, nowadays, nobody litters anymore. And people that do, everybody's like, nah, pigs, and they get angry about it. And rightfully so. Littering is bad. But like back in the...
This whole damn place is falling apart.
That robot right there is adorable. I want one for my house if it wasn't so goddamn huge. Look at him. He's got like a little face. He's like, hello. Like he seems happy to see us. I don't know. Have I mentioned I like cutesy stuff? Don't judge me. I'm a man. A man who loves cutesy things. Oh, I can push it. Push it real good. Is that the right song? It's been a long time. It has been a really, really long time since that song came out. Salt and pepper. So do I go up this? Or do I go... It looks like it might be electrified. I'm going to avoid it for right now. Once I know that all my other avenues have been extinguished from their previous fires, I suppose that the fires of exploration, I needed to add something in there, otherwise that wasn't going to work. And so I murdered it. I was trying to nail it, and unfortunately I ended up murdering it, so there it is. I suppose for now we will travel up this large... It's not a cylinder. Hollow... I don't know. This hollow rhomboid. Alright, so apparently the ship has gone into the business of creaking, and business is booming, and shaking, and fizzling, and sparkling. Somebody's just left a chair here, just had a seat in the middle of the hallway. I give up. The aliens can just get me right here. I don't even mind anymore. Although if it comes down to face huggers, I don't think I want to be impregnated by an alien. I'm sure that's not carcinogenic. Awesome. I'm really, really hoping... Well, there's probably going to be several lawsuits based on this, but... For now, we need to focus on surviving so that someday we can get our winnings from our host company here. Then... What the hell? Oh my god, that scared me. Okay, so... I didn't do face cam on this because my channel isn't like one of those channels. Not to depreciate from anybody that does one of those channels. It's just not my thing. It's just not my thing. I'm not trying to... look down on what you do. Is that a body bag? Oh, tell me that's not a body bag. Okay, so... Eat. I like it when my food comes with instructions, just in case I forget what it's for. Just in case you forgot, put in mouth. Caution, inserting into anus is the wrong orifice, and we will not be held financially liable for wrongful insertions. Okay, so... Looks like some coroner had this one in the bag. Dat pundo. It's bad. I feel like it's bad luck to stand next to a body bag. I don't want to be near dead people right now because I feel like their death is going to rub off on me, and then it's going to be my turn next, and I'm sure we're going to die a lot during this playthrough, so don't worry, nerd. Can I do anything with this? No? I thought I already checked that, but I just wanted to make sure. I feel like I should be staying really low right now, so I'm going to sneak around a bit because I feel really exposed right here. Looters will pay for what? Dinner? Drinks? I don't think looters are typically known for their giving. I think they are much more accountable on the... Oh, wow. So I was concerned about the one body bag, but there's like 50 over here. Or like 14, but you know, 14, 50. Once you're in the double digits. Just step on that one, crunch. Sorry about that, Harold. It's too late for respecting the dead at this point. There was a door we could go into over there, but I'm not going to go into it right now. I'm sure...
Nurse, this is Turner. I found the last power coupling. Took me a while, but it's off now. Just fitting the last security brace. Come find shut yours down, then we can get the hell out of here. Jesus, man, I'm hearing noises everywhere. Every creak and... Just hurry the fuck up, will you?
Alright. So as usual, everybody on the ship appears to be really addicted to talking in hushed tones. Really? A hydraulic... Maybe that's not what I think. I thought it was like a hydraulic gurney. Like, wow, they must have some really kind of
Be the exit up ahead.
dense people on this ship. Go through them. Is this the main door? What the hell does that mean right there? Oh yeah, that means it's a sealed door. Okay, I keep seeing things and just being like, have I been exposed to this yet? My exposure doesn't feel like... I'm not taking a whole lot of things on board right now. I'm actually a little bit nervous. I don't do horror games on the channel for just this reason. I'm not good with them. And they are not good with me. Solomon's Slum. Alright. Let's fan this room out first. Yeah, I'll just step right over you. Sorry there, bud. I'm sure the mortician will be... Do they use that word anymore? Mortician seems a little outdated. Like funeral arrangement guy? I don't know what they call themselves now. But mortician definitely seems like it's out of date or something. Seems like a word they would use in the 50s. Like host, or what is it, stewardess on flights. They're now flight attendants. They're no longer stewardesses. They're no longer like secretaries. They're office assistants or office something rather. I don't know. I don't work anywhere anymore. I don't know what I'm talking about. Just tone me out. It's fine. Don't listen to anything that I say. I am woefully underprepared for life and the accumulation of knowledge and wisdom. If you wonder why I talk so much, it's because I'm nervous. It makes it go away. I'm that guy. I'd be talking this much if I was here in person too and we were on like the away team. I would be that guy who they'd be like, can it, Reynolds? Like I would be that guy that they would be telling to can it. Sure, let's do this without thinking about the consequences. Yay, spamming the E button. What could possibly go wrong by restoring power to the entire corridor? Was this side open before? I feel like this side was closed before. I'm gonna turn my back to that door over there because I'm incredibly unwise, and I'm just gonna look for treasure. Because the only thing that makes me feel better about being on a derelict ship is the thought that I might maybe get some financial reward out of it. What in the hell is that thing right there? Is that like a... It looks like it's meant to reinforce the door, possibly? Okay, so yeah, it's a maintenance jack. My guess is that it adheres itself to the door and then uses maybe hydraulics or pneumatics to press against the two door jambs. And therefore, if you take like a blunt force vector from the other, like if you're coming towards the other door, if you're coming through the door towards us, it maybe redistributes some of the force up and down possibly, or just, I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. Don't listen to me. I'm an idiot. I'm just making shit up right now. I don't know. I went to college, but I looked at rocks the whole time. Is that window broken? I don't want to look through it and something's going to grab me. Why is there a skull in there? Oh, there's a dead guy. Toes pointing to Jesus. Oh, man. Well, actually, I guess that wouldn't be accurate in space. We don't know what direction we're facing. Which direction is up in space? Oh, is that a gun? Oh, he's got a gun. We need an ion torch. Where's the ion torch? Oh, I have found newfound wings. I guess I can say I have newfound wings. There we go. That's the better way. Non-redundant way to say it. I have newfound wings, which have inspired me to the quest of finding the ion torch. That one needs a plasma torch. What does it matter? Like, I'm not sure if we're going to be, like, welding our way through, just, like, cutting it. I'm assuming that's what it means, but why does this one require ion torches and that one requires a plasma torch? What's the difference? I'm assuming that an ion torch uses, like, particle bombardment maybe to cut, and then a plasma torch uses superheated matter in a plasma state to cut, possibly, but much beyond that, I really couldn't tell you. Like superheated plasma or something. Does this open? No, that does not. So seeing as how the door refuses to become ajar. Ooh, energy drink. Did I miss anything in here? Sometimes it tells me that I missed. It says that there's something to be... It says that there's a thing of interest. Oh, it's just that. So we need to find a maintenance Jack, a maintenance Joe, a maintenance Bill, a maintenance Steve, whatever you would prefer. But we need to find one. Back we go! There was nothing in here, right? I like how it flags things for you on the map, because I miss things. For hardcore gamers, I'm sure that they'll want to turn that off. But for me, turn it on! Turn it on! What the... Did I just get shot at? The hell was that? The aliens have guns! How could this situation get any worse? This one's locked too. So we need a maintenance Jack. Where would a maintenance Jack be hiding at? Maybe this unlocked the upstairs. Let's go back. Let's check upstairs and see if anything's changed over there. I got disoriented for a second. My orient was dissed. So let's go back over here. Fuck the marshals. My god. Okay, so this is now open. That sounded distinctly like growling. I don't know if you all heard that, but it made like a sound that like a tiger makes when it's prowling. When it's in like killer kitty mode. Oh, no, don't stop bumping into things and making noise. He said, as knowing full well that he was... Oh, I can hide? Oh, you know something bad's about to happen if that's here. No. Stop that damn bottle. The bane of my existence right now. Who's in a better position? That's probably some configuration from some famous game. It's probably a reference. I bet they have a chess fan on their team. Every team has at least one chess fan on it. Depends whose turn it is. If it's Black's turn next, he's in an okay spot. But if it's White's turn, well, there could be some near rook collisions, I suppose. The big dog. I'm bad at chess. You don't even know. Like, I am so terrible at chess. I play chess, but chess is one of those games that just repeatedly teaches me how stupid I am. If you want to learn in life, learn to identify situations that make you look stupid and learn from them. That is an incredible skill to have. Like, some people get mad when they look stupid. I would be one of them. Don't be like me. Don't get mad when people and things make you look stupid. Just...
First, it's Turner. Got to deal with that wasted asshole again. This time he nearly wrecked the door with a maintenance Jack. Guess he figures it's safe here. Wants to lock himself in. Screw him. We got too much to worry about without babysitting drunks. Anyway, I threw him in the evidence lockup. Let the son of a bitch sleep it off.
Oh, I don't think anybody's sleeping anything off anymore. That is a big-ass book. This Man, This God. Are these real books? By Alicia Ewald. Dr. Alicia Ewald. No. There's a save terminal. Bad things are going to happen. All the signs are pointing in a particular direction. And that direction is Splattercat's about to get eaten. Let's just do this now. We'll worry about the rest later. We should also maybe consider making ourselves another one. We have a lot of the stuff except for Compound B, so we might as well. Let's make a backup just in case. Who knows? Are the in Alien, were they afraid of light? I don't think they were worried about light. Why would we be able to throw our... Is this one locked too? Okay, so we need the maintenance Jack for surely before we can go anywhere else. Let's check this thing over here. I'm going to get a flare out just in case it gets dark. Because I've got a sneaking suspicion it might get dark soon. Watts lied to us. Okay, I can't read upside down. I don't... Oh, the lights are going to turn off any second. I know it. Is it weird that I'm this nervous about playing a video game? I'm not, like, terrified. I'm just I don't like when... I don't like jump scares. I hate jump scares. And so... Ooh, he's dead as hell.
Oh, fuck.
He beat himself to death with a hammer? That's a pretty hardcore way to go out. Just be like, "Argh," and just go all like son of the... just go all son of Odin on yourself. Damn. I had a Nintendo controller that looked like that back in the day. I bet I still have it. It's probably at my parents' house somewhere. I had all kinds of weird peripherals. If there's one thing you can say about the 80s and 90s, there were definitely some really, really odd peripheral. Okay, so we've got a maintenance hatch right there. I just want to make sure that I'm panning and scanning properly before we leave this area. There's a lot of shelves and things. There's one shoe. Just in case you need to restock on one shoe, we've got plenty of one shoe for you. Come to the maintenance barn for your one shoe needs. Alright, let's be on our way. Wait, hold on. How was that room? Was that room sealed with another one of those jack things? I feel like I didn't... Oh, I'm such an idiot sometimes. Alright, let's go back. Hold on. Or was it open? Oh, that's right. He sealed it from with a maintenance jack from the inside. Okay. That was the whole point of the invoice that we just listened to. Not the invoice, the recording. I will say that I'm glad this game is trying to curate some form of ambiance and environment, because I feel that that's something that's very, very lacking in video games lately. Video games nowadays, horror games, are all about jump scares. Nobody cares to cultivate any form of terror or dread. It used to be that if you had a really good horror movie on your hands, you could go like the entire film without seeing something scary. They just let you stew in your own kind of terror before they finally let you see what was going on. I always felt like Signs was a really good example of that. But nowadays, everything is jump scares.
Hello? I want to make a complaint to the highest authority, okay? My name is Zachary Watson. That's Watson. You get that? My complaint is this. Fucking marshals. They should be protecting us. It's their job. Something's on this station with us and no one knows what it is. No one fucking knows. They put braces
I
in
think
doors.
I need this more than you do.
Lockdown. You know, like to keep something out. I'm fucking terrified. I'm fucking... Shit. It's so cold. I don't think this fucking thing even works.
When I was a kid, these things right here, you used to have like Disney tapes that you would play on them, except this is like a big old... This thing's got a big ass reel in it. Ours didn't have that. It was just like a cassette player, but they were still about that size. They were pretty damn big. And you could listen to like your books on tapes and stuff. Like you could get the book version of the movies that were in theaters and stuff, and you could read the book while you listened to them. Press A? Is it going to be the same every time, or are they going to make me do quick time events while running from the enemy? Because if there's quick time events involved, I see myself dying a lot. Like, constantly. Alright, so out we go. Let's play with it a little bit and see if it's the same every time. Okay. There we go. I don't know if I need to mash on A or if I just need to hold it down. I'm assuming I'm just holding it down. That's kind of like the boot that they put on your tires if you have too many car tickets. Vehicle tickets. Is there anything actually in? Oh yeah, there's a bunch of scrap. Okay, I'll take that. What's this over here? More scrap? Okay. That's fine. It seems to be the fundamental part of just about everything. Speaking of which, we are playing Alien right now. I need to be careful about... In Alien, they always came out of the vents and stuff every now and again, and so you gotta be careful about that shit.
Interview subject. Heist. Did I say that right? Heist?
Look, if you can't even tell me your name, we're gonna be here a hell of a long time. I just want to know about your boss. He's got you all into a lot of trouble. Someone's gonna be accountable. I'm gonna make damn sure someone's accountable. No? Tough guy, huh? Turner, turn off the tape. Maybe our friend is just shy.
Definitely sounds like there's something walking around in the rafters. Like the compartments up there. I don't like this at all. Well, it's going to be the end of this episode. So my name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me here in the Nerdcast for the next episode of Alien Isolation. I look forward to seeing you all in the next episode. Take care out there, everybody, and gulp. Hi-do.